A lot of drama in NXT these days, and hell, WWE. Big Match John turning heel, and then apparently everybody's getting involved with CM Punk's sex life. Welcome back to Fog Wrestling. It's time for your NXT 4th of March 2025 recap, but by God, is it absolutely blowing up. Of course, we've already got a video on the channel about the whole Becky Lynch thing, regarding CM Punk, and now that tweet has been deleted, obviously, but the question is CM Punk sleeping with the likes of Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade? Well, I believe that both of them have got boyfriends, so I hope for that sake, no, CM Punk also has a girlfriend. He's also with AJ Lee. Guy's in his 40s, no kids, just an ugly dog, so what the hell's going on there? Yeah, we all know that CM Punk's a bit of a sex pest, right? But no, the incredible thing is, CM Punk cut a promo on McMahon back in like 2007 about like who McMahon sleeps with, and he's like, I know you don't like things wrapped up, like referring to condoms and stuff, and it's like, CM Punk's every bit as just a sex pest as Vince McMahon. I mean, CM Punk's well into his, 40s here, approaching 50, and he's sleeping with people half his age. Come on, folks, man, come on. But if CM Punk's doing it here, nothing illegal about it, but it's just not right. Once a cheater, always a cheater, if you catch my drift. But we've also got Cora Jade and Jordana Grace going at each other on Twitter due to who's got more imps. Well, you know what? Here, not a fan of implants myself, but Cora Jade looks a hell of a lot better than Jordana Grace. That is for damn sure, folks. So yeah, just a lot of fallout. And I don't want to repeat what we've already been on the channel, but I'm sure there'll probably be a lot more to come on the channel regarding that. I mean, Cora Jade and Jordana Grace going at each other, prior to the match on Twitter, and then obviously the injury happened during it. So yeah, it looks legitimate enough, unless I were reading the right stuff. It's legitimate to be put on the show. Regardless, it was Saraya and Sol Ruka, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. Saraya and Sol Ruka win. And it's just like, Chelsea Green, what is it in WWE when you win championships? You just have to look weak. Because Chelsea Green looks weaker than a cup of tea with a tea bag on its ninth use. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But anyway, I digress. Let's move on. Jordana Grace, I've unfinished business with Roxanne Perez because I'm El Generico and my diddies look like pancakes and Pancake Tuesday's the day, so above all else. Anyway, just Jordana Grace, Jade Cargill, Cora Jade for tonight, player. Right, Trick Williams says he wants to have a fight with Eddie Thorpe right now. Cale Dixon and Uriah Connor interrupts the conversation with a special gift package for Ava. Things are going to get interesting. Things are going to get interesting. Interesting indeed-o. Will they? I'll be the judge of that, big man. We then have Kelly Kincaid having a backstage interview with Tony D. He welcomes Kelly back to the brand. Well, he's got a lot to say about is he doing. But I want to respect the guidelines for the CW networks. He respects the fact that Stacks is looking out for him, but the Don is planning to finish business with Sean Spears, baby. Then we had a second match, Jada Parker versus Kalani Jordan. Quite a throwaway match, and I tell you what, Jada Parker won, but NXT is genuinely feeling like it's serious. It's like it's beginning to feel. It's like it's beginning to feel like 3/4 of it's women. Now, yeah, most of them are hot, but legend has it that wrestling was better when there was more men, and the women, for the most part, are just wrestling, and they're not doing any hot things. So, you see where my problem lies here, brother. Jada Parker wins. Obafemi's press conference against Moose. You know what? This MSG show looks like it's going to be no bad. Undertaker's scheduled to appear. Probably a fid in that, to be honest, but I digress. We're going down and out, now. The Hardy Boys are up next. You got a wee segment here with them. Hanky Tank and Briggs and Omora, Fraxium. Hanky Tank are like, right, let's take things to the extreme. They were wearing quite possibly the gayest thing I've ever seen, brother. And then they run and jump and boom, Bob's your uncle. Bit of a brawl here. We'll find out next week who's the best tag team in the world. Well, Fraxium, unless you kill the Hardy Boys, you aren't going to be the best tag team in the world, put it that way. I say Undertaker's going to be on the show next week. It's actually him, Booker T, Mickey James, and Bubba Ray. They're all going to be in attendance at Roadblock, so I don't think they're going to be getting physical or doing this and doing that. So, yeah, who knows? Jordana Grace, so she defeats Cora Jade up next by medical stoppage. Not good. Not what you want to see. I want to see my wrestlers finish their matches, damn it. Then next week at NXT Roadblock, Ethan Page will battle Javon Evans in a New York City street fight. What? No member when New York City street fights were actually good. I remember a point in time, if you got like a New York City street... I mean, I can't remember if it was actually built as a New York City street fight. I don't think it was, but Foley Triple H for Rumble 2000 was pretty good. Oh, pretty good, fuck. I would just undersold that match in its entirety. No, it was fucking epic, right? But my point is, it wasn't... I don't think it was built as a New York... It was definitely built as a street fight, but how the mighty have fallen. So yeah, Ethan Page against him. We then had a Tony D, Sean Spears rivalry video package, baby. Brilliant. That's what we're here for. Then we had fourth match, Trick Williams versus Cale Dixon. This match lasted all of 3 seconds. Let me take a drink of water. Yeah. And Eddie Thorpe challenges Trick to an NXT Underground match in 2 weeks. See Trick Williams, right? You know what he just screams of? He just screams of a guy that they are dragging out and doing pretty much hee-haw with until after Mania, and he can debut in the main roster. It's actually a sad state of affairs, this. What would be better if they just writ him off by an injury? You could argue NXT need him, and that's a valid point, but he's sitting around like a bad smell at the minute. Roxanne Perez then attacks Jordana Grace backstage with a steel chair, baby. Moose then takes the podium at the press conference. So he was on. My co-host was on about they did this back in the day, like Taboo Tuesday or Cyber Sunday or something, and there was press conferences during the show. Well, you kind of got it here, didn't you? Ava then announces that Jordana Grace will battle Roxanne Perez at Roadblock. I'm saying nose block. My nose is always blocked. Fatal Influence crashes the press conference. Fallon Henry wants to know why she hasn't got her rematch from the NXT North American Women's Championship, and they can discuss it at another time. Right. And then Ricky Saints runs into Ridge Holland, and they tell, oh, I'll become that champion. The family then take on Sean Spears, Izzy Dame, Brooks Jensen, and Nico Fans for the NXT North American Championship. The family. It's all over for the family. It's all over. Because Sean Spears wins and he's Cody Rhodes' buddy. I'm surprised that it took him this long to win a championship. Anyway, folks, that is it for your NXT recap. There's a lot of murmurs floating about in the wrestling business, a lot of drama, a lot of people airing their dirty laundry. But we'll cover it. We'll stick it in the washing machine and clean it and give you our thoughts on it. Till next time, though. Peace.